Wow! Hello my friends, today I have for you something really special. We are going to test the strongest 3D printed throwing knives that I was able to make so far. So, let's get started. Alright guys, it's been actually 2 months in the making, so I am very excited about this one. So, just to explain you the plan for today, we have 3 types of material. We have carbon fiber, PETG, and PC blend. The carbon fiber should be like the strongest, PC blend second, and PETG maybe third, we will see. But I really believe, from what I learned, if you make small knife like this, very thin, it doesn't matter which material is going to be, you're gonna break it very fast. This one I actually broke in 3 pieces right away. And what I was going for is inspiration, the Glock 78, my favorite EDC. But like I said, if you're gonna make it like one-on-one version, you're gonna break it instantly. Also, it was really not easy process. I had 2 actually 3D designers was helping with this. Shout out to Martin, my friend, and I learned a lot about this project. So first of all, like I said, it definitely need to be bigger and thicker. That's why I made like this version from the PETG. This one have no upgrades. But after we figure it out, we can actually put something inside of the handle. That's why we tried like a 2 version. One of them, it's like with the slot, like this. This is actually for the full version. But this one was made like if you're gonna split the knife. You see, you can put these steel balls inside. But I really didn't like these split versions because after there is a lot of hassle. You have to put it some glue, epoxy, duct tape it, you know, and after the handle looks really bulky, you know. Actually, I was able to achieve the weight which I want, like over 200 grams for the throwing knife, which is really crazy. This is going to make big damage. But after we figure it out, it's better, like I said, to make it from one piece, and it looks way nicer. Maybe which one I can show you. Yeah, like this. And we also figure it out, we can add the tip. So this one, it's with a construction nail inside. It goes along the way right here. So already this is like a master version. It has 260 grams, which is absolutely insane. Like I said, steel balls here inside, construction nail, and very cool. I was also struggling how to best like put it together, you know, the nail and the plastic together. So I was trying like a different epoxy, put it duct tape. It just didn't look so nice, you know. But after I figured it out, maybe the best could be the metal epoxy. So this one, it's holding like a rock. So we will see. But I actually wonder myself today if the versions with like the nail and the steel balls inside, maybe they will be fragile. So we will see. And just the plastic version can win. But speaking of crazy knife, check this out. This is the Flying Dragon, or the Dragon Claw, the new model, and just pure PETG. Nothing inside, no steel balls, nothing. And this already have like a 180 grams, which is totally insane for the throwing knife, you know. So we're gonna also test it, but you know, we can also make it really insane, and we added the tip and also steel balls inside. So again, this is like a 250 grams. So already legit knife that should be able to stick into the wood, no problem. So once again, the plan for today, when I will leave my cats around, we're gonna first warm up on the archery target. Thanks to the Krusta shop from the Czech Republic, I got this crazy 30 kilograms ballistic gelatin. So we're gonna test the knife and final test to see how they really handle the biggest stress possible. We're gonna throw into the stump, all right? We're gonna also measure the penetration, so it's going to be really insane. So sorry guys for the longer intro, but this is going to be a lot of fun. Come on. Okay, let's actually warm up with the carbon fiber and the archery target. On the carbon material, I was looking forward a lot, but when I did the research, I figured it out it's gonna be really complicated. We had to change a lot of things for my 3D printer, the Core 1, but some models I was able to finish, but most of them I didn't, you know, it's very complicated. The material is wrapping, so we have these flying dragons, very very thick, and one kind of Glock look-alike, but this one have the steel balls inside, so it has pretty good weight. So let's try a little warm-up how they work. Really good weight for these ones. Wow. Very nice penetration, and the Glock nice, and the smaller dragon, look at that. First try, really easy. So, wow, very good. When you add the weight and the length for these throwing knives, it's very, very comfortable. The second one, we can try the PC blend. That should be like the second strongest. And look at that. This one was a little bit easier to work with. So we have even bigger, the dragon. So let's try. Wow, I guess deeper, it even moved to the target. And now it's going to be interesting. So this one, it's like I said, two versions of the Glock. One only with the steel balls, you know, it's not separate. This one was from two pieces. As you can see, for me it's too bulky, but you got really good weight on this, like 260 grams or something like this. Really cool. So now we can compare the differences. I will first throw this one. Okay, actually very deep, very deep. And now let's try the bulky. Whoa! What happened? Something broke maybe. I don't know how that happened, but let's actually compare the penetration. So like this, and you know, this one actually stuck deeper just with steel balls. And look at that, on this one we broke the one piece. So exactly what I thought. This is going to be not so good, because since it's from two pieces, there is more chance you're gonna break one of those. But here it's like a one piece, so it's definitely stronger. So first test, we definitely figure it out something. So really cool. Now we can move to the Pet G. Pet G, like I said, was the most easier to work with. As you can see, I have many models. I will not throw them all to once because I would destroy. So first we can start actually just with a not sharp, and let's see. So again, this Glock, 150 grams, very cool. So let's see. Very, very deep, very deep. And this monster dragon, I think this one was like a 180. And look at the beautiful surface. Really awesome with the Pet G. So let's try. This one I think it's like super strong. Whoa, little bit to the side, but still like the whole tip inside. And for the Glock, wow. So actually really cool penetration like this on the Glock. And like I said, both of these, it's very easy to make. You just put it into the print and you are ready, you know. So no hassle extra with this. But if you want even something more crazy, something special, like I said, you can add the steel balls and put the constructional nail inside, and you have completely different version. So actually I wasn't throw this at all, only a few throws with this one. So let's see today how they're gonna perform. I'm actually really excited. So maybe let's try this one first. This one was actually saved model, that's why I put so much duct tape. because the top layer wasn't like the best, so it looks like a mummy. So let's throw this one first. You can even hear the rattling. So let's try. Man, this is so heavy, feels really different compared to the other knives. Wow, crazy. I will just remove it, but guys, wow, man, my target's gonna be destroyed. The whole tip was inside, so this to the wood I think should be okay. We will see. And the second one, this one with the epoxy, even a little bit heavier actually, this one. So let's see. Wow, about same result, very, very deep, and the tip is holding. The metal epoxy I think was the game changer. This one holds really, really nicely. If you know some other way, guys, how you can attach plastic into the steel, let me know in the comments. All right, definitely would be awesome for the suggestion. And the Glock, I'm so excited about this one. Looks really beautiful. Like I said, long process to go to this version, so really cool. Let's try. Woo, wow. Okay, definitely way deeper than before. The penetration like this. So definitely over 12 centimeters. Very, very cool. So I think, guys, I'm ready to warm up. Now we can move the archery target, and right away let's go for the ballistic gel test. Come on. Okay, the ballistic gel is ready. Once again, shout out to my friends from the Krusta shop. Really awesome ballistic gel. And we're gonna start with the carbon fiber. For the fun, I took one that really didn't work out, but I think it's gonna be possible to throw it. You can see the pattern from the back. And what is really interesting on the carbon fiber, like the sound, it almost sounds like a wood. So it's really interesting. Let's throw it. It's really light, this one. You see? It's gonna be nice, at least comparison. So this one didn't even stuck. So let's try the heavier version. Whoa! Maybe it's not going to be so easy to stick. It's like mix it with the original FBI ballistic gel, so we will see. Now the heavier one. Let's see if this is going to help if the weight is added. Okay, I will try one more. Was a little bit under rotated, and let's see if we're gonna make some damage or not. Maybe not. This was really good throw, but just bounced off. So this just show you, if you make it really light into the archery target, maybe it's not going to be problem, but to make some damage, maybe not. We will see. You see, really not so easy to stick. So maybe we can move right away on the PC blend, because this one maybe it's going to work because I added more weight into it, and the tip it's also more nasty. So first I will try the Glock with the steel balls inside. Let's see. We had the first stick, so it was buried with the tip like this. So several centimeters, that would be definitely something. We can go the heavier version, the bulky one. Whoa! It even left the dark color inside. So this one definitely also stuck, very similar, but fell off. Now let's try the heavy PC blend Dragon. Really beautiful surface from the behind. And let's see, this one is going to be really strong, I think. So let's see. We have first stick in the gel, but after it fell off, man, it's really, really durable. But penetration like this. So I believe into the wood, this should be maybe able stick, no problem. So let's move now on the Pet G, because from the Pet G we have the interesting models, right? Let's try again the heavy Glock without anything, like no steel balls, nothing. So just to plastic. Let's try. No sticking so much. So around 150 grams, they are not sticking into the ballistic gel too good. But this one, it's 180. Very nasty tip as well. So maybe it's going to help. We will see. Again, very, very good stick. Wow, really nasty split. And oh, actually, maybe it hit into the backboard, because as you can see, now the tip is a little bit damaged. So maybe actually it pierced through and just boom, bounce off the backboard. Wow, this is very interesting. So I wonder now what the other ones will do, because maybe it's going to stick into the backboard. So let's try maybe the Glock first, actually, because this was a little bit lighter, I think. This is 250, this is 260, the Dragon Mummy. So let's try the Glock with the tip and the steel balls. Wow! Look at that. It stays there. Nice. Awesome. And nothing happened to the Glock. So, like this. Very, very good result. Now let's try this one. Wondering how it's going to look. Whoa! Ah! What happened? Ah, this is just another knife, no problem. So, it just bounced off. Maybe it was the bad throw, I don't know. Let's try again, this one. Strange, but I have also this version. Maybe, you know, since it's the edges too big on the side, maybe it should be also like a fillet into the more tip, because this can actually bounce off the target. So it's stick with the tip first and after bounce off. A little bit strange, but let's try again. You see, I think that's what's happening, you know, when the tip is going like this, after it rebounds. So I think the best result so far was with the steel, I mean the constructional nail and the steel balls inside with the Glock. This one performing really nicely, going deep. This one not so much. You see? But after, into the wood, I think they will be okay. We will see. So ballistic gel test actually super interesting. What do you think, guys? Now it's time to test it on the wood. Come on. So like before, we're gonna go first with the carbon fiber. I think it's really durable. So we will see how they hold up against the Stump. It didn't stick, but after I will check it out for the tip. Now let's see this Glock from two sides. Whoa, also didn't stick, but seems that it's holding fine. I will make one more throw with the, look at that, guys. Wow, really nothing with the tip. So it would be a little bit easier to work with the carbon fiber. I would really love it, because this material, it's super durable, but like I said, really not easy to work with, and it's also very expensive. So one more time, if I can do it. Once again, very, very good throw, but it didn't stick. But the tip, it's holding so good. Look at that, still very, very sharp. I will do one more last throw. And this time it stick. I will try one experiment. I will try to wiggle it down and let's see if it's going to break or not. Ah, did you hear it? Yeah, definitely break. So let's see. Check it out. It definitely broke. That's why I'm making the tip sticker, like here on the Glock. You know, it's too bulky, but it's very less chance the same thing would happen. But this thing, it's still very easy to fixable. You can really sharpen it like a stick. So this one was the carbon fiber. Now let's go with the PC blend. PC blend also should be very durable. So maybe we can go first this Glock. Let's see if this is going to hold, you know, I'm wondering, maybe it's going to break. Wow, man, that one is gone. Now we can go the bulky version. This one I think is not going to stick. This is more like for the archery target and for the fun throwing. Already piece it's broken, so we will see. Whoa, one more throw that was a little bit under rotated. Like I said, this one it's too bulky. As you can see, the handle really not comfortable for throwing. Wow, no way for the stick, but knife seems fine. Now let's try the big dragon claw. Let's see. A little bit on the top. By the way, these archery targets are absolutely awesome. If you're gonna make the big plastic 3D printed throwing knives like this, the archery target's really enough. The Stump, it's like a really extreme test for just the plastic. So let's try again. Pretty good throw, but no stick. But again, tip seems fine. Really awesome. Again, no stick, but knife it's okay. So it's definitely important for such a tough target, I think, to have the sharpened tip. So maybe we can skip right away the non-sharp ones, because we can see it's bouncing off and sometimes you can stick it. So let's see how actually works now the improved heavy version compared to the other ones. So I think the worst one from this is maybe this one, the Mummy. So let's try how it's going to work on the Stump. Look at that, guys. First try, brutal. So easy. And now let's see the removing. By the way, on this version, it's no epoxy or nothing. So we will see. Wow, it holds way more than I thought. Wow, but maybe I noticed, oh no, maybe not. I was thinking that it little moved, but well, that's pretty insane actually. Really stuck nicely. Let's go again. Remember, this one was bouncing off from the ballistic gel. Let's see in the wood. Ah, that was a horrible throw, but it's good, you know, to at least see some fails. How all it, wow, oh my god. Don't tell it to my wife, guys. Chip the piece off the table with this. Wow, okay, let's try again. Look at this, beautiful. Wow, right in the middle, perfect penetration, and everything is holding nicely. No cracking or whatsoever. Wow, beautiful. I think, you know, this one has the weight like normal throwing knife, so you can throw it really far, and to the archery target that would be overkill. So just let me throw one more. Look at that, same place. Whoa, wow, I was really looking forward to test this, and now I see the little bit of epoxy just broke off, but just a little. So maybe it's gonna hold, really no problem. And now let's go, man, I'm really excited about this. Very, very cool. And now let's try the Glock with the steel balls and the tip. Let's try. No problem as well. Look at that. Even when with the tip, really awesome. Wow. So what do you think, guys? You know, honestly, really excited about these steel balls and constructional nails models, because with just a few tools that you can get from the hardware store, you can make like a really crazy upgrade. And this is like another level. As you can see, most of them from the normal plastic, you know, they can even stick, but you know, this, oh no, I should have stopped. Can stick even into your table. So definitely be careful, guys, when you're gonna be using them. It's really no toy. As you can see, definitely big damage. Shout out to the Krusta shop for sending me the ballistic gel, and also biggest thanks to the 3D printed Prusa. They sent me the core one and also a lot of filament for the test. Really interesting. And you guys, if you want to support the channel and see more tests like this one, definitely be sure to check out the shopsharpblades.com and get some of my throwing knives, all right? But for today, that's it. So thank you, buddy, for watching. Share, like, comment, subscribe, and see you next time.